Maxime. Hi, how are you?
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
I was wondering if you could speak about moving from being into non-being and how to process the emotional feelings uh, that come with it. It's much more pleasant. It's much more peaceful, but there's also much more fear, right?
Yes.
In this, yes. So it's, and I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel this is connected to some kind of fatherly figure or something. Because as I see it,
What?
like a fatherly figure,
What is a fatherly figure?
like a father, like
No, no, yeah, I understand. But before that? What did you say about it? I missed that.
as I see it on my path, I was really like first healing the motherly figures, right, with the heart and
Ah,
cleaning energies and that kind of stuff.
you're kind of
And
talking about archetypes that you
yes,
experience in your mind. Okay.
yes. And now I'm coming into this pure space of awareness of like nothingness, and I feel this is somehow connected to my father. I know it's very weird. But in Christianity, of course, it's just Christianity, who cares? But we call it like God the Father is like before existence came, only there was nothing there, right? And my whole life I was scared of this place. And I don't know if you can comment. Now I'm not scared at all. I love it. And if you can comment if it's related to the fatherly figure in any way, like human parents or not.
Uh, so the archetypes that you will deal with are personal, but it doesn't surprise me that you interpret it this way,
Yeah.
because the way that a lot of us associate parental archetypes is, the mother is accepting and loving,
Yes.
whereas the father is just, right, or
Yeah.
truthful. So it doesn't surprise me that you have this, archetypes coming up, and it feels more masculine, because
Yeah. It does.
whereas being is more about loving acceptance.
Yeah.
Non-being is more about cold truth
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
yes.
But I
Yes.
feel I feel really manly in this place.
For what?
I feel really manly in this place. Like really manly. Yeah, and it was like before that I was somehow struggling to be manly or something. I don't know. It's weird.
It may also have to do with your femininity and masculinity. So it could, a lot of things can get sort of intertwined and bogged together in those stereotypes. So there's little sense in, trying to analyze it on this level, right?
Of course.
With regards to going from being to non-being, so basically, being is appreciative of life.
Mm.
It's the deepest appreciation of the beautiful, of the beauty of life. Non-being is the acceptance of death.
Mm.
It's it's the appreciation that it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
And uh, and it's much deeper peace,
Oh yeah.
yes, but there's much more fear in it.
Yeah.
And there's no like tactic or technique. We can actually speak about tactics or techniques to realize being. There's absolutely no tactic or technique to realize non-being. It just happens. There's no technique whatsoever. So
Yes.
all you can do at this stage is just, as you practice, is surrender to fear when it comes. There's absolutely nothing you can do. There are no techniques that work there.
Mhm.
None.
No. Yeah.
No.
And the fear was the good thing, right? It woke me
Yes,
up from the dream. Yes.
yes, and the fear is a good thing. Yes, so the continued
Yes.
fear is a good thing. Yes,
It's almost like I was resisting this, because we talk of waking up from the dream, like from, and we resist this, I think.
yes,
And I
yes.
think the whole spiritual thing, also the cleaning and healing, was also some kind of resistance to the real thing, right?
Well, I mean, you can say so, but it was required, right? Because like uh, we go through many layers of the ego,
Mhm.
right? So we need to be ready. We need to heal our past traumas. We need to be ready to appreciate life. Then once we have had our fill with the joy and the beauty of life, we we become ready to accept the ultimate. And then after actually even after that, you will see that being and non-being are one, that life and death are also one, that they cannot exist without each other. They will actually merge together, because life is meaningless without death. It cannot exist without death, and death of course cannot exist without life. So both are two aspects of one, both are two aspects of the whole. But of course, the the emptiness of death, which also renders life meaningless in some way, is a deeper, scarier experience than the beauty of everyday moment, and the beauty of life itself. But you cannot even approach it, without having worked through much more trivial, let's say, aspects and woes and pains and hurts of the ego.
Mhm.
It is much easier for the ego to let go of its complaints and learn to enjoy life than to let go of life and accept death.
Yeah.
It's much easier. So as you go on the spiritual path, you will sort of you will work through trivial trivial complaints, and then deeper stuff and deeper stuff and deeper stuff. So it does tend to get harder, uh,
The
up,
better it gets.
but it also tends to get better. So up until a certain point,
Yeah.
and then it gets easier.
Yeah. But there's no going back. I think I'm really
No,
in this place of
no,
nothingness.
no, and
And
there's nothing to do. And
yeah, and it's not scary. I think it was, I went to the therapist. We talked about this a few weeks back. Some karmic thing was still there with the sexual aggression. Not in this life, maybe in other, doesn't matter. And I went to a guy who released me from the karmic thing, and now it almost felt like that was the thing missing to make me accept the nothingness, because it always put me in a kind of flight or fight mode where I'm not able to relax, right? And I've always been a very dynamic person, but this dynamism was hiding some kind of fear of just stopping, right? And it was coming from the sexual aggression. And now that I've heard this, it's so much more easy.
good, good. But there's no technique I can give you. So just accept whatever comes.